This is Kevin Landrigan at the Nashua Telegraph and LobbyNH.com. What'll be interesting to see in this legislative session that's beginning now in 2013 is the different posture for Senate President Peter Bragdon. What do I mean by different? He's still a Senate President and Republicans are still in charge. Well, it's a different Republican majority. It's 13-11, which is very close. And it's also a lot of veteran Democratic senators. They're in the minority, but there's a lot of talent there. You have Donna Soucy, the former chief of staff for the state Senate and a former lawyer for the banking department. You have Jeff Woodburn, who a former chief of staff to a congressman and a former Democratic Party chair as well. You have Andrew Hosmer, an auto dealer from Laconia, moderate Democrat who won there. You have two former senators coming back, avenging defeats down at the southern tier, Betty Lasky from Nashua and Peggy Gilmore from Hollis. How does this change Peter Bragdon? Well, the changes were the 19-5 supermajority for the last 2 years and a very vocal and aggressive House Speaker Bill O'Brien running the House. Bragdon could very much stay off to the sidelines, not attract a lot of attention, and very easily run that chamber. Now with 13-11, he's got to be very careful, and he's got to keep that group together. As we've talked about in previous segments, that's one of the reasons why he targeted some of the more moderate Republican senators and kept them very close by giving them leadership positions. Bob Odell making the Senate President pro tem. It's kind of usually given to the most senior person in the Senate. That used to be Jack Barnes. He retired in November. Nancy Stiles from Hampton, who was given a preeminent post of running a new committee that deals with all health and education matters. It's a super committee, and it's probably going to have many more bills than any other committee in the entire legislature. So Bragdon has to very carefully negotiate with this new Governor Maggie Hassan, a former state senator, and try to figure out how to keep his coalition together. Meanwhile, he's the titular head of the Republican Party, going to face a lot of pressure from conservative Republicans for him to be more partisan, to be more aggressive. And that's really not his nature and not what he's comfortable doing. It's going to be a fascinating interplay to watch, and we'll watch it for you here at the Nashua Telegraph and LobbyNH.com.